All right, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of this song is I'm Not Racist. This is coming from the artist Joyner Lucas. Listen, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. The more that you like this content, the more that I know that you specifically would like to see more of this specific type of content, okay? Let's go ahead and just jump into this immediately. Just a super quick disclaimer here. We've actually heard this song here on the channel, I would say about a year ago, right? But that video got deleted, actually. No, not deleted, it got blocked. The label specifically did not want, I guess, my response to the video, right? But we're here. We're going to do this anyway, right? And now, the one thing is that, so I already know that this is, that both parts are being played by Joyner Lucas, so that's not a surprise. But we will go over what we're going to go over, and hopefully that maybe we'll find something new. But let's continue.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills.
Ooh.
Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and want to swing at me and call me racist because I ain't black.
I mean, I get it. Listen, this is the thing here. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech, but not freedom from consequences, right? Say what you're going to say, no problem. I want you to say it, right? It helps weed people out. Get what I'm saying here? I don't use the word, that specific word, right? I don't like it, all right? So since I don't use it, I wouldn't be around people that would use it, regardless of their skin tone. But just be fully aware. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech. Sure. But not freedom from consequences. All right, let's continue.
I say nigga, then everyone react and want to swing at me and call me racist because I ain't black. We'll pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. All right.
Right. Now, just to, guys, we're going to stop a whole lot because there's a lot of things are being said. Now, to basically speak on that point, right? I get it, right? Black Americans really have no living ancestors that were involved in literal slavery, but the same can't be said for Jim Crow, right? So if you have any ancestors, any grandparents who were alive during Jim Crow, at the very least, yeah, okay. I don't know what you call that, but let's continue.
We'll pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then.
Right.
Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. All right. Look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son.
I'd rather see everyone claiming their son, but I agree.
And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living on free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter. Why?
I mean, hopefully he's equally yelling at the actual majority of people who are on government assistance, right? Then here comes the point here. Well, it's a larger percentage of the smaller percentage, bro. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. I care about numbers. There is a larger percentage of non-black people in America on government assistance. So hopefully he's equally yelling at these people also in that very specific instance. Let's continue.
Son. And now
because I agree fully. I pay a whole lot of taxes, guys. Right. Okay, I don't... the government doesn't help me, all right? I see literally no benefit in paying as much taxes as I do. I think that it is a scam, okay? Just gonna point that out. I think taxes at a certain level become robbery, guys, all right? But all right, let's continue.
I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living off free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still tryna sell them for some weed and some liquor, or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals? You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait, it's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight, and then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face.
Okay. Hold on. There are a couple of like just super solid correlations that need to just exist. We need to, go through these, right? Poverty brings crime, right? I think we can all hopefully agree on that simple fact, right? Every single impoverished place on this world is filled and riddled with crime. If someone is basically saying, hey, look, I'd rather sell some type of narcotic, right? Instead of getting a job that's going to be literally minimum wage, right? And I noticed that he's specifically referring to looking and talking to a black male. Generally, the averages are pretty high that black men generally don't function exceptionally well in public schools ran by European females. They just don't thrive in that environment at all, like generally, like on a large general scale. All right. So yeah, would they rather work a minimum wage job or actually make money to feed their family? And I'm deeply fully aware I have no interest in protecting the honor of some narcotic dealer, guys. All right, just be fully aware. I'm just coming with my overall thoughts behind why things exist. Right? What kind of job they're gonna get? McDonald's?
I've been straight, and then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom.
No one else to blame, so you blame Donald. All right.
Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black.
That is like probably one of the worst cop-outs ever. I'd rather if someone was to give me an example of saying, hey, listen, I'm not this way because I have friends that look this way. That is a terrible example, guys. Right? That just is a bad example. I'm just going to point that out. It's a bad one. It's a tired trope. I'd rather you just say, I'm not this way, and just move on. Just don't use the trope, my best friend is this way. It never turns out well to the person you're trying to save. I'm just gonna let you guys know fully, like full disclosure here. It's gonna make you look worse. All right, trust me, it will make you look worse if you say that.
Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Right. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now.
Well, I guess if you're referring to poverty, then the people that are in poverty will be attempting to compete with jobs that migrants would be working, but absolutely not, because again, did they do like a study somewhere in Texas where they tried to get all of the specifically like the Mexican day laborers out of the area and hire Americans for the same jobs and end up paying them tried to pay them a lot more, but then Americans were just like, I'm not doing this for the $20 an hour, right? That's basically what happened, guys. Unfortunately, unskilled labor is really good for our country, right? Like regardless of who's doing it, it's just really good for our country, right? Yeah, it's terrible in a sense because, I mean, you have a whole group of people that are never going to actually benefit from taxes. They're just paying into it, right? Are they paying into it with a social? Absolutely not. No, you know that. I know that, right? Hopefully we both know that. But what they're doing is they're paying like local taxes generally. They're going to buy something, they're paying taxes, right? They're paying into a system that does not benefit them. benefits us while giving cheap labor and keeping the cost of your bananas down, guys, right? Or your just overall fruit. It's keeping the cost down. If Americans actually, right, did those jobs, we would be paying probably 10 times more for less, right? Let's get it.
Our friend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lie, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, study this.
And that's unfortunate. Like, seriously. Like, look at the overall demographic of the people that voted, I would say, for like, specifically Trump, right? You have people, like, honestly voting against their own interests on both sides consistently. And keep in mind, I don't care about either of these sides. I'm not for any of them. Right? I don't respect this. I don't respect that. Like, there are certain things that work on each side, but these are both echo chambers, and I find them extremely toxic, right? Yeah, guys, there are so many commonalities if you would just bypass the nonsense that the media dictates to you about the largest organ on our body, our skin, right? Like, if you would just bypass the nonsense that the media says, right? Then you know how easy it would be just to get along. Can't we all just get along? Hopefully you guys understand what I'm pointing out, guys. A lot of it is just that. I mean, the commonalities between someone like a poor person of European descent and a poor person of African descent. I mean, in America, right? Like, specifically in the United States of America. Like, how big is that difference? Not much, right? But all right.
And I never lie, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, study the Steve Jobs, but you ride too.
But don't we have the same? Oh, well, American culture is American culture. I mean, it may have separated slightly, again, due to segregation and Jim Crow, right? We can talk about the slavery thing, but that's not really our experience. You understand that, right? Hopefully, the same person can point out Jim Crow, because Jim Crow was not too far off, guys. I mean, it was pretty disturbing, all right? But all right, let's continue.
Maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. We should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist.
Yeah, because all black people live in ghettos, and they're from ghettos. All right.
And I never lie, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, study the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you. Music right in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen, and then the cycle continues.
Ooh, message. Yeah, I don't let any of my kids listen to anything debaucherous, guys. At all, right? That's not something that I would like. I mean, my kids need to have a proper, solid upbringing with things that will facilitate their growth, right? Not things that will hold them back. I grew up listening to hip hop, right? But not the hip hop that is on the radio now, right? I grew up listening to like conscious rap, guys. More so than all this other nonsense, but yeah, just stay away from like overall gangster rap. I mean, you'll be fine.
You music right in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen, and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race, blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids.
Take responsibility for your actions. This is what he's saying right here. Is just purely about accountability. Absolutely, take accountability for you. Respect. No complaints on that line right there, guys. We're here.
To convince you, then you let your kids listen, and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race, blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on.
Oh, okay. There's a certain amount of accountability that could be like the guy sitting down, right? Like, black Americans absolutely need to take accountability for some of the craziness, right? Absolutely. But to say that there were no repercussions ever, like, how do you even like intelligently say that there have been no repercussions in this country from slavery or Jim Crow? How do we even have that? Like, what are you talking about? How is that a conversation that how's that a point you're trying to prove, right? Should we talk about the GI Bill? I'm pretty sure those soldiers fought the same war, guys, and you know, not all of them got it, right? Are we going to talk about redlining? Guys, this is not an intelligent conversation, right? Redlining and the GI Bill, basically, those 2 points destroy that entire line that he just said, guys. Yeah, when you purposely give certain groups access to land and houses, and you don't allow that to happen with the other people that fought in the same war, right? You are instantly setting up generational wealth. Instantly, right? Like let me know in the comments if any of your family members got any type of assistance from the GI Bill, right? Because I can tell you right now, if you look like this guy sitting down, you didn't get it, guys, right? And you fought in the same war, guys. But all right, let's continue.
White citizens aim at the vice president, blaming on white privileges, blaming on white kids, and just blaming on white citizens aim at the vice president. Bunch of class clowns, niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. Ooh. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gonna show?
Yeah, I don't like that, bro. I mean, I get it, kind of, right? I mean, the most respectful way to protest is with a flag, this kneeling or whatever it is, bro. But like, it's still my flag, bro.
Just blaming on white citizens, aim at the vice president. Bunch of class clowns, niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gonna show us some respect? You gonna stand for this country, nigga?
Oh, with the ER, bro. Let's get it.
I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more.
Oh. So what this guy here is trying to point out is apparently his allegiance, right, to his whiteness has been revoked because he doesn't have any interest in dealing with Trump. Guys. All right. I mean, this is a whole, like, be fully aware, guys. This is an ignorant conversation, right? Then this guy's going to get up and have another ignorant ass conversation, guys.
It's like you want to be so famous. You'll do anything for attention and a little payment.
Right.
I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass. You ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag.
Pull your pants up, pull your suit back on. I hate that analogy, right? Whenever somebody says, oh, if you just dress differently, then things would be better. Guys, did you know that black people were getting hung wearing suits in the 20s and 30s? Guys, you know that was a time for the suits, right? The zoot suits, etc., right? So let me ask you a question. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Again, you can't satisfy or prove wellness to anyone, right? But yourself, really. So when you try to say, whenever I hear somebody bring up the point of, if black people would just pull their pants up and dress differently, things would be, bro, give me the point in history where that mattered. Let me know. Because to my knowledge, again, right, black people were definitely hanging from trees wearing suits. Put those suits back on. Why? All right, let's get it.
Your ass, you ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that goat out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police and stop killing you fuck. So what the fuck?
Let me hear that line again, guys.
Little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass. You ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that goat out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police and stop killing you fuck. So what the fuck?
It's kind of like a nothing burger, guys.
Quit the pitiful stuff, and then maybe police and stop killing you fuck. So what the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides of every story. I wish that I knew yours. I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist.
Guys, I haven't heard this in like probably honestly since the last time I've heard it, like about a year ago. And this is kind of corny, guys, right? This is not beneficial, right? Like, I don't think that this type of like vitriolic conversation is conducive to anything, right? I just don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see it, right? Sure, a conversation could be had, but it doesn't need to be like this. Just, speak your truths and move on, right? You can have a conversation with someone without the rage, right? I would think, at least, right?
I swear. With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at.
Let's go.
With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that?
It is. It is a protest to your protest, but just be fully aware that, Black Lives Matter is for the most part a fraud. So we found that out. But at this very specific time, absolutely it was a protest to your protest. All right, let's continue.
Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just because you got nigga friends.
That's ignorant. And this is the argument that I hate, right? Like you're creating like a protected like class whenever you point this out, right? If you're saying, oh, I can say this word, but you can't, guys. Word police much? Because I hate that. I hate the whole conversation. How about this? Just stop saying it, right? If you don't want people to say it, don't say it, right? I'm not the word police, right? Absolutely not. But if you don't want people to say it, stop saying it. Right? Like, stop putting it in all the songs. Like, guys, I saw a video of Kendrick Lamar inviting someone on the stage. It was a female of European descent, and she was like, and she said the word, right? And Kendrick Lamar grabbed the mic from her and was like, "Get off the stage, bro! Why'd you put it in your song? Right? This is your fan. You did that, okay? You did that." What did you think she was going to do? Not rap the song? This is silly, guys.
We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just because you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was original.
But what's my hand? It's ridiculous.
Native for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave. That shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga.
Okay, why did you... Okay, guys, I haven't seen this in so long. Okay, hold on. So it was unnecessary to absolutely put your hands on this man, all right? You just knocked his hat off. For what reason? For what reason? Like literally an inanimate object offends you that much that you had to physically assault somebody, bro. A hat? If you don't like the hat, you don't like the hat, guys, right? You don't like what it represents, and I get it, right? You're deeply stuck within your echo chamber and think that it's okay for some reason to assault someone. That's not acceptable.
My grandmama was a slave. That shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga.
My grandmother was a slave. That's her gift to me. Oh God.
To me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga.
Wow.
I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Trying to have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't sleep.
I figured that was. Yeah, that's basically the end point of the conversation we were having a little earlier, guys. Yeah, because I mean, if he's not getting hired, then what is he gonna do, right? There's really not many options if you're stuck specifically there, right? Not everyone has the ability to go to college, I guess, right? All right, let's continue.
On a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now,
but again, I am absolutely not backing someone selling narcotics to people, guys.
Whites judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick. This is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own.
And this is where things are strange, guys. We have an American culture, right? Like certain subgroups absolutely have like culture within themselves, and I get it, right? If you look at like all these TikTok dances, wow, okay, the level of thievery is wild, right? But it's an ignorant thing, okay? Because if you're gonna point out, oh, listen, this group stole these dances from me, bro, did you make the shirt you're wearing? Right? Like, I mean, it's just an odd thing that the whole idea of culturally appropriating from different groups within America, bro, we're American. All right. It's odd to me. Like, bro, did you make your jacket? You get what I'm saying here? Like, let's get it.
You want to copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is force.
A lot of that is area wise. I mean, I get it. If you really look at it, let's see. The more crime infested an area is, right, the more police are going to be there to stop the crime from continuing to infest the area, right? But then again, poverty creates. Impoverished areas create obviously abject poverty, right? So then what happens is these people that are in this area are going to get ticketed all the time, right? Because I can tell you right now, not in my area, like where I live in America, this is not my experience, right? So again, everything is honestly based on the area. Unfortunately, if this guy here specifically is coming from an impoverished area, it's going to be over-policed. Absolutely, it's going to be over-policed. But why do you think it'll be over-policed? Because there's a lot of crime, guys, right? It's a cycle, right? You need to get out of that area, obviously, and leave the mentality of poverty there, right? Like allow yourself to grow out of this, right? But
Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit. This the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 Chainz or no Kool-Aid. You don't know.
That is a serious thing right there. Okay, let's attempt to break this down, right? People of European descent in America really do not need to know about any other group in America. And I'm specifically referring to like any group. They don't need to know about any group, really, right? But every other group has to know their group, right? And the people of European descent group, right? They have to know. Because in order to survive, in a sense, you have to be able to understand the culture of the majority, right? You have to, right? It just is what it is. People of European descent are not, it's not mandatory, right? And this is why it's a super interesting thing, because here on this channel, right, I react to a whole lot of songs that I've literally never heard in my life. And people are like, how could you never heard this, bro? Bro, why would I have heard it? Like, in what place would I have been in that I heard any of this music? There's no chance. There's zero. Listen, I get it. You grew up with the song, right? You grew up with that song. You've listened to the song since the 80s. You know, your parents listened to them. Bro, my parents didn't listen to this. None of that. If I ask my mother, for example, if I ask my mother about Metallica, guys, she will not know a single song. If I ask her about Journey, not a single song. Paul McCartney, who is that? Right? I'm just letting you guys know, like, we're in the same country, right? Kind of what he said a little bit, right? Same country, but different floors, right? Your perception of what you go through regularly on a daily basis is not the perception of everyone else that doesn't look like you specifically. That's just a fact, right? So you have a situation where this guy here is like you just don't understand. He doesn't have to understand. Seriously, he doesn't have to. He doesn't know. He doesn't need to know about any of that you're saying. But all right, let's continue.
Two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 Chainz or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was,
I'm sure he knows about Kool-Aid, bro. All right, let's just be real.
half is black. You hate about no 2 Chainz or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact. You can't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and I was payback for that.
Damn.
I'm not racist.
Oh, my God. Okay, there was, I don't know about how much hate because he was black, but there was definitely hate because he was black, right? And there are definitely incidents, like public incidents, of a lot of like racialized attacks on him, right? So that's not arguable, right? But I wouldn't say that was probably the only reason. I didn't like him at all. I did not like Obama because he was black. I just didn't like him personally, right? There's no benefit in him being there. I'm not vote for him because he was black. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Right? But all right, let's get it.
And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact. You can't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and I was payback for that. I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died, nigga. Die, nigga.
Like, Tupac was dope, but I wouldn't say that I would like pray to him, guys.
Pac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died, nigga. Die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but
right.
I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now.
Okay, so this is going to be the moment where they basically come together with some type of commonality. This is what affects them both. Absolutely. Right? I swear North Korea is going to do this thing any day now. I mean, this is the commonality. All right, so now he's going to try to get soft and stuff like that. But again, what this guy is saying is not all based in fact here, right? I see that they're definitely slanting it because the first verse was super hostile. This guy here is hostile-ish, right? So this song is definitely very slanted one very specific way, right? But they're both coming with their own biases and echo-chambered ignorance, guys. Let's just get real here.
I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not.
Wow. Police encounters are different for every group in America, right? Like, I can tell you right now that I have a perfectly clean record, right? Perfectly clean, right? I'm legally allowed to carry a gun, right? Anywhere. But that doesn't change, like, the thought processes, right? It absolutely does not change the thought processes. My experience with police, even though my record is absolutely spotless, I would say that before I moved out of America, my experience was terrible, right? But then when I came back, it was not as terrible as it was. Like, I would get pulled over, like before I left, I would get pulled over pulling into my neighborhood, right? Regularly. You live here? Yes. Right? Just an odd thing that you have, guys. And you're always nervous because you're just like, I didn't do anything. Why are you bothering me? Type of thing, right? But this wouldn't be believable to many, right? But oddly, though, now after like coming back more often and things like that, my experience is absolutely the opposite of that. I haven't had any type of issues at all with the police. Let's continue. Maybe something changed.
You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops, and I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes, or we could change lives, so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building, but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's two sides to every story, and now you know mine. Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding. I'm not racist.
All right. Guys, I hate that hug, guys. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, I get it for the concept of like being super theatrical, but the hug doesn't make any sense to me. This whole conversation didn't make any sense. You have two people that are not intelligent enough to articulate their actual issues, and they're just yelling at each other. And then, yeah, let's just hug it out, bro. No, right? Let's have a intelligent conversation about these things. Nothing will change. I know, you know, right? But if that's the goal, just to have just an intelligent conversation about things that affect you, or honestly, this is how you fix a lot of this nonsense, right? This guy here says he doesn't know that the guy on the left here, right, says that this guy here on the right knows nothing about his culture. So this is what you do, bro, right? Invite him to the barbecue. Oh, right? Do that. Invite him to the barbecue, right? Take him out of his element. And the same, literally, take each other out of their bubbles, put them in another bubble for a day. And they will immediately realize, oh, well, so we all just want to take care of our families and want our kids to be good? Oh, that makes sense. Come on, this is nonsense. The concept of like disliking each other over skin tone is stupid, guys. I hate it. Hate the concept of it. But all right, listen, let me know in the comments if I should be listening to any more of his music, and I will get into that as soon as I possibly can. All right? Listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy it thoroughly.